Hello, John Smith here with today's spiritual tidbit. And my scriptural focus for today's spiritual tidbit is coming from 1 Peter chapter 3, starting with verse 10. It says, "For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, his lips that they speak no guile. Let him eschew evil or turn away from evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue it. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil." So here's what I want you to get out of today's spiritual tidbit. Without a doubt, the words that we as born again believers speak out of our mouths, the words that we utter out of our mouths has consequences. In other words, we are going to reap a result based upon the words that we're speaking, based upon the words that we're allowing to come out of our mouths. So the words that we speak, the words that we utter, they can either strengthen or weaken. They can either help or hurt. They can either build up, edify, or tear down and destroy. They can either affirm or condemn. They can unify or divide. So just keep in mind that every word that we speak has a consequence. And in a very real sense, we eat our words. The book of Proverbs tells us very clearly that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that indulge in it will eat the fruit of it for death or life. So our words have consequences not only in this life, but also there's an accountability and a judgment in the life beyond. Jesus tells us in Matthew's gospel around verse 34 through 36 that we will give in the day of judgment, we will give an account of every idle, careless, reckless word that we speak. So there is no greater reason to guard or watch what we say, for the simple fact that God is listening, God is hearing, and he will hold us accountable for every single word that we speak. So be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Speak the truth in love. Speak the words that edify. Speak the words that are wholesome. Speak words that contain life, and that more abundantly. And the last thing I want to say is this, and take this away. Be a good steward of the gift of speech that God has given you in Jesus' name. Amen.